Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Band Together Leadership. My name is Paul Everts. You can reach me at my email, and I wish you would. It's BAND, the number two together, bandtogether at Comcast.net. Also, go to our wonderful website, conductingmylife.com. You'll see I'm a John Maxwell team member. Hence the reason why we're working on John Maxwell's book, The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. Okay? John Maxwell, best-selling author, leadership material, super. So let me come help you, your nonprofit, your organization, your family. Even we got great curriculum on about families, and I'd love to help. Today is September the 25th. I know you're not watching on September the 25th, but I'll let you know when I'm recording it. It's about 10 minutes till 12 in our beautiful home. Yeah, this is not a set, and if the sound's getting wonky, and it might get wonky from time to time, and I apologize, but don't give up. It only lasts for a couple of seconds. I would love to have your help producing these videos. I'd like to grow this. I'd like to see it happen. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you know how to do that. So we are going to work out chapter 16. What I've been doing these last several chapters, you notice I've been a little bit more personal, not using so much John Maxwell, but putting a little bit of me in it. I do back and forth. So here, for example, responsibility, name of the title, John Maxwell. If you won't carry the ball, you can't lead the team. Michael Korda, editor-in-chief of Simon & Schuster, years ago. This book was published in 1999, by the way. Michael says, success on any major scale requires you to accept responsibility. In the final analysis, the one quality that all successful people have is the ability to take on responsibility, and that is so true. That is really true. And then John Maxwell even says, a leader can give up anything except the final responsibility. And I think that's what's happening right now is that we forget that what we're doing, we're responsible for. We're playing a lot of victim. You know, my dad was this, so I am that. My mom was this, so I was that. And I live in this neighborhood, so I am that. And I am this color, so I am that. I am this gender, so I am that. We push the responsibility. We blame shift. Don't do that. I'm going to just be very blunt with you. You're not a complete human being when you cannot accept responsibility for your choices. So he says, fleshing it out, rarely in American culture today, 1999, rarely in American culture today do you see the kind of responsibility displayed by James Bonham and his companions. People now focus more on their rights and on their responsibilities. Reflecting on current attitudes, my friend Haddon Robinson observes, this is what Haddon says. He goes, if you want to get rich, invest in victimization. That's 1999. Holy smokes, 23 years later, who would have thought it would continue and grow? It is America's fastest growing industry. That was 1999. It's not fastest growing anymore because it's just an industry in itself. Haddon points out that millions of people are becoming rich by identifying, by representing, by interviewing, treating, insuring, and counseling victims. Good leaders never embrace a victim mentality. Good leaders recognize that who and where they are remain their responsibility, not of their parents, their spouses, their children, their government, their bosses, or their co-workers. They face whatever life throws at them and give it their best, knowing that they will get an opportunity to lead the team only if they have proved that they can carry the ball. Wow. Okay. Take a look at the following characteristics of people who embrace responsibility. It's a good way, a good phrase. Number one, people that embrace responsibility, they get the job done. In a study of self-made millionaires, Dr. Tomlin Stanley of the University of Georgia found that they all have one thing in common. They work hard, and I don't think that's what's happening right now. You know, we're seeing more and more people not working.
Oh, the unemployment's down to 3%.
Well, how many people aren't working? A lot of people not working. One millionaire was asked why he worked 12 hours to 14 hours a day. The millionaire said, it took me 15 years working for a large organization to realize that in our society, you work 8 hours a day for survival. And if you work only 8 hours a day, all you do is survive. Everything over 8 hours is an investment in your future. That's a pretty powerful statement, actually. No one can do the minimum and reach his maximum potential. You know, that was interesting. When I was teaching at a school, I don't tell the schools I teach at because don't want to embarrass the students. They know who they are. So I said, okay, we're going to work on measures 1 through 32, and that is for this week's assignment. So next day, got to measure 132. Oh, you know what? We're doing real well. Let's go to measure 64. Get done. Bell rings. Senior in the high school. This is my first year at this high school. He goes, Mr. Evans, can I talk to you? I said, sure. Here at Pinecrest High School, we do what we're told to do and nothing more. So when you said we were going to go to measure 32, that's all we're going to do. Why would we do any more? Wow. Okay, here's why. Know it all, senior. If I was your boss and you did the minimum, you weren't thinking about doing one more measure than the 32, I would fire you. That's the minimum. I didn't say 1 to 32 and you get an A. You go past 32, I'm giving you an F. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. It's just that we were never taught that here at Pinecrest High School. Okay, well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you. Bosses usually like guys who are going to do a little bit more than what's asked of them. Number 2, they are willing to go the extra mile. Responsible people never protest. They never say,
That's not my job.
responsible people are willing to do whatever it takes to complete the work needed by the organization. If you want to succeed, you got to be willing to put the organization ahead of your own agenda. And that's becoming hard. My agenda is for everybody to look this way. That's my agenda. And everybody must think this way. That's my agenda. And if you don't, you need to go away. That's my agenda. Wow. Number 3, they are driven by excellence. People who embrace responsibility are driven by excellence. Excellence is the great motivator. Now, do you realize a local school district, we live in Roseville, actually took the word excellence out of the mission statement for the students because the word excellence put too much undue stress and pressure on the students. And we do not want to pressure the students to become excellent. Okay, all right, cool. People who desire excellence and work hard to achieve excellence are almost always responsible. It's kind of funny because that's one of the traits that Pinecrest High School wanted its students to have. Responsibility. Yet, they didn't want the kids to be stressed. Remember, this is a district-wide mission statement for the students. They took the word excellent out. And that was based on some outside group coming in and telling them there's a priority you're missing. Diversity, equity, inclusion. That's the priority. It's not excellence. Okay, leave it at that. And when these people who are driven by excellence, they give their all, they live at peace. Jim Rohn says stress comes from doing less than you can. Ooh, stress comes from doing less than you can. Make high quality your goal, and responsibility will naturally follow. Oh my goodness, my stomach right now. What I'm seeing coming out of our schools and businesses, we're this book, 1999, 23 years later, what are these statements meaning? These statements would have racism attached to it. They would have bigotry. I mean, all these negative words, supremacy attached to it. Oh my goodness. People who embrace responsibility produce regardless of the situation. The ultimate quality of a responsible person is the ability to finish. In Richard Evans' book, An Open Road, he writes, "It is priceless to find a person who will take responsibility, who will finish and follow through to the final detail. to know when someone has accepted an assignment that it will be effectively, consciously completed. If you want to lead, you have got to produce. That's what's frustrating with politicians. They aren't producing. And when they do produce, it's becoming chaotic in our culture. Wow. 1999. Bring it home. To improve your responsibility, you need to do the following 3 things. Number 1, keep hanging in there. Sometimes an inability to deliver despite difficult circumstances can be due to a persistence problem. The next time you find yourself in a situation where you are going to miss a deadline, you're going to miss a deal, you're going to fail to get a program off the ground, stop and figure out how to succeed. Can you work through the night? Can you call a friend for help, a colleague for help? Can you hire a staff member to volunteer, to help you? Creativity can bring responsibility to life. Number 2 of the 3, admit what's not good enough. If you have trouble achieving excellence, maybe you have lowered your standards. Look at your personal life for places where you are letting things slip. Then make changes to set higher standards. And finally, everybody, find better tools. If you find that your standards are high, your attitude is good, and you consistently work hard, and you still do not achieve the way you would like, get better equipped. Improving your skills by taking classes, reading books, listening to audible tapes, books, recordings. Find a mentor. Do whatever it takes to become better at what you do. Responsibility. It's the able to respond. Responsibility. The able to respond. What rich information we're going through right here, everybody. So you are able to respond to this. Begin with the end in mind. Every choice you make is who you are. So choose wisely. Seek first to understand and then be understood. Understand that you have the ability to respond to every situation. And then you have to accept the consequence for that choice. And it might not be a good one. And then finally, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Ladies, gentlemen, and ladies, as Officer Tatum says, I am so humbled and touched that you still watch these videos. Please press the like button. Please share the video. Let's increase the number of viewers. This is great material. I enjoy bringing it to you. Let's get better together, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.